everyone, this is Zack Hample coming to you from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. This is my first time here this year, and it's the 14th different Major League Stadium that I've been to this year. This place has been really good to me over the last few seasons. I've caught a lot of baseballs here, including some home runs during games. The Colorado Rockies are in town today. They have some guys who can really hit. And the Phillies are also playing really well this year. So just hoping for lots of action, starting with batting practice. Should be a great day. Let's do it. Heads up. Ideal conditions here today inside Citizens Bank Park. So much room to spread out in right field. And the last group of Phillies hitters was the only group once the stadium opened. They were all left-handed and balls were flying everywhere. Someone, I'm not sure who, maybe Nick Williams, was launching balls into the second deck. A couple even reached the upper deck. I grabbed 3 home runs that landed in the seats, had to run quite a distance for a few of them, and then I caught one on the fly as well. One of those balls almost drilled a guy standing in the front row. He had actually already gotten one, so I held on to that one, but I gave one to a guy later on. The Rockies just started hitting, so I'm going to switch into my Rockies cap in just a moment. I'm already thinking and hoping for double digits today. 4 so far, 6 more to go. What an amazing time here today during batting practice. This might be the most fun I've had running around chasing home run balls this entire season. Maybe all of last season too. The conditions were ideal. Both teams were hitting like crazy. The balls were really carrying. There wasn't a whole lot of competition, and the layout of this stadium just by itself is really good for moving around. There are no railings on the staircases. There are so many rows in left field. You can play shallow, you can play deep, you can go into the power alleys, you can go down the lines. I was judging balls perfectly, totally on my game. Sometimes I feel like I'm a step too late or a row or two off in picking my spots, but today, for whatever reason, as soon as these guys were making contact, I just knew where the balls were gonna land. Sometimes I strategically picked my spot based on where I thought they were gonna hit. So if you saw me just camped out and a ball came right to me, well, let me tell you, a lot of thought went into deciding to be right there. Now, I got 12 baseballs today, all of which were home runs. Half of them I caught on the fly, and the other half I retrieved in the seats. So this was about as good as it gets. I don't know if I've ever gotten 12 home run balls in a YouTube video. I don't know, you guys can go back and watch all of my videos, count them up, leave a comment, let me know if I've ever broken that record. So I guess for right now, my goal is to make it 13. Hopefully there's a little more magic left for the game itself. Man, what a great time here.
There you go. Highlighting the beauty. Kid of the game. Catch up with. Please welcome recruiting Metro Philadelphia Company.
Oh yeah, just the pulled pork. Yeah. You may have noticed that I've been eating more food in my stadium videos this year, and the reason for that is that I had such a great time at the MLB Food Fest in New York City right at the beginning of the season. All 30 teams had one featured food item there, and this was the thing that the Phillies had at their stand. The barbecued pulled pork sandwich from a stand called Bull's. So I am starving. I was running around so much today, I'm definitely ready to dig into this thing.
You're hoping that sooner rather than later they're able to figure things out on their own and make that adjustment in the game.
But make sure it's Rita, water, ice.
This game is speeding right along, top of the 4th inning right now, and the Rockies have a 1-0 lead. And you can see just how crowded it is out here in left field. For how empty it was in BP, I'm really surprised to see this many people out here. So I'm not really feeling it with the home runs. Normally I love this spot, but tonight I'm just sort of feeling like, eh. So I want to wander. I don't think I've ever been up in the upper deck on YouTube, so let's get up there and see what it looks like. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Rockies are on top 6-1, and I just saw this really cool area on my way down to the field level. This whole wall of poster-sized ticket stubs, lots of them from World Series games, different stadiums that the Phillies have played in over the years, and this one in particular caught my eye because I attended that game. Game 5 of the '93 World Series at Veterans Stadium. I got one baseball that day. There was no batting practice. It was rainy. I remember it vividly. Curt Schilling, 2-0 shutout, got him to sign my ticket stub. And I filmed that day on an old video camera. That footage is on my channel. I'll link to it in the description, so definitely check it out. Cool stuff.
Second baseman, Nolan Arenado.
It's a final here in Philadelphia. The Rockies won this game by the score of 7-2, and there was a little bit of home run magic with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. You can't make this stuff up. Jesmuel Valentin hit his first career home run right in my direction. I scooted down the steps, thought I was going to have a play on it. That ball ricocheted off a railing on top of the outfield wall, high in the air. I got within about 5 feet of it, and several fans were reaching up to catch it. If any of them had bobbled that ball, it would have landed at my feet for an easy snag. But unfortunately, luck just wasn't on my side. Now, those fans did get escorted out by security, an usher and a supervisor, so that's a good sign. That leads me to believe that they are planning to give that ball back to the player. Always nice to see. Now, as for me, like I said, 12 baseballs today, all in batting practice, all home runs, so I had so much fun here. One of the best batting practices of the season. I gave away 9 of the 12 balls, but they all count for my lifetime total. So that number is now 10,416. And on a final note, I just want to tell you quickly about this shirt that I'm wearing, because this is kind of different and kind of cool, right? It's an Australian rules football shirt, and the team is the Richmond Football Club, aka the Tigers, who've been around since the 1800s. So a special tip of the cap to my buddy Andy in Australia for sending this thing to me. Now that's it for tonight in Philly. My next game is probably going to be at Yankee Stadium. Just note how much more crowded it is there. In batting practice, if I get like 2 or 3 balls, I'll consider that a good day. Quite a contrast from Citizens Bank Park. Anyway guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching.